Hey guys, what is up? This is Matthew Davis, the movie lover here. Welcome back to another movie review. This time it is going to be on 28 Days Later, another zombie film. This zombie film came out in 2002. It is directed by a man named Danny Boyle, who directed Slumdog Millionaire. And so yeah, let me continue on with my zombie movie reviews. I did review this movie a couple of years ago, and I wanted to re-review it again. And he also directed a movie called Transpotting, which got a sequel this year. So, anyways, 28 Days Later, basically, it mainly starts off where you got these monkeys that gotten infected, and they release the monkeys, and they cause an infection. And 28 days later, a man awakens from the hospital. He thinks he's the last person on Earth, and he realizes that there are zombies, or I guess you can kind of say they're zombies, but this is a zombie movie, and they're basically infected. They don't call them zombies, they call them infected. Because here's the thing, they're infected because if here's the thing, they throw up blood a lot, and if the blood gets in any part of your body, if it gets in your eye or your mouth, if you taste it, then you basically become infected. And this actually has a really great story to it, like like that. There's this one scene in the movie where a drop of blood falls and lands on the dad's eye, this father's eye, and tells his daughter, "I love you." And then the daughter's like, "What are you talking about?" And then he just says, "Get back!" And it's angry, "Get back! Get back!" And then he turns into infected. So you get turned infected in this movie really fast, and that's what I really like about this movie. You know, zombies can be really slow. They are really slow, like in the older times, but they are really fast paced in this film. Now, this film isn't as gory as some of the other zombie films, but you know, just because a movie that has zombies in it is a zombie film doesn't mean it has to be gory. Like take World War Z for example, or I Am Legend. Those films aren't really gory. I mean, they're PG-13 rated, but they're still pretty damn good movies. Even though the ending to I Am Legend was fairly disappointing, as well as its CGI being, you just question why can't they use real people. But still, it was a good movie. But still, 28 Days Later, actually the quality of the movie actually makes it feel like if it were a found footage film, and it's not. It makes it feel like it was taken on like a really old a camera, but it works in a really well way, as well as its cinematography. Most of it is dark most of the time, while the sequel, 28 Weeks Later, which I will be reviewing, is mostly bright. But I can say its editing, they knew what they were trying to do with their editing. And that's what I really like about this movie. It certainly knew what kind of horror film it wanted to be. You know, this film nearly got everything that I wanted a zombie film to be. Some excellent performances, as well as some memorable moments, and one of the best horror movie themes of all time. Like near the end of the movie where, you know, you just got that theme. Like in the last 10 minutes of the movie where the guys are trying to survive and fight, you know, the zombies that are in this house. That is probably one of the best moments in a zombie movie of all time, when that, you know, that badass horror movie, the badass theme to this. So, which is another thing I love about this movie, is its theme to it. And I could say it actually has a pretty good ending to it. And I think there is an alternate ending to this. I'm trying to look. Yeah, there is an alternate ending, and it doesn't say how many. It says alternate endings. But yeah, overall, 28 Days Later, I can say, even though it's not as violent as or as gory as most zombie films, but it still is a very excellent and well done zombie film that is certainly worth checking out. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5. That's right. I gave it my perfect score because I love this movie. I even like it more than Dead Alive. That's right. But yeah, definitely check this one out if you haven't seen it. So that is it for this video. Not quite sure what I'm going to review next. I'm probably going to review the Dawn of the Dead remake next. So yeah, see you guys later. Word out.